but me? Rockin' 5950 in the VIP. I'm like, yes, who else but me? Getting money on these dummies and something from overseas. Like, yes.
Alright y'all, it's your girl Andrea-Lynn, and you are now tuned in with the exclusive Masters Entertainment, Nelson L. Nelson, what's good?
What's happening with you, you know? We just trying to make something happen here in the town, that's all. So everything's good, life is good.
Life is good, y'all. This is the boss of the Midwest. He's getting it in, he's promoting. Let us in on what's the in and outs of you promoting?
Well, I mean, I think the what people need to know, because I know it's a lot of people trying to do it now, is it's a lot more to it than what you just see. It's like a lot of people, you see the end result, but you don't see what it takes to get there.
Right.
So for the average concert goer, party goer, whatever, you show up, you see the artist hit the stage, you have a good time, you go home. But, you know, over the last, I'd probably say really since 2008, I got real serious about putting it together, but it's fun. It's fun to take something from nothing, maybe like a phone call, all the way to 2,000 people in a venue, rocking out, having a good time. But it's booking flights, it's booking hotels, it's sending contracts, emails, riders, you know, all those things that that artists have to have in order to make the thing go down. But it's challenging at times, but then again, it's fulfilling when everything comes together. So it is what it is, you know.
Right. So you heard it right here for all those that are trying to get in the game and promote. It's not all candy, y'all. It's not all what you think. It's ins and out of the game, and only a boss, like I said, can get it done. So I mean, you've been in the game for a long time now, man. You getting it in. So I mean, what up and coming projects do you have coming up?
Well, I mean, I'm always working on like 2 or 3 things always, because music is my first love.
Right.
You know, I kind of got into the concerts as a way to promote the music. And for all the artists and anybody who's trying to do something in Kansas City and has been doing it for a while, you realize that, you know, for a long time there wasn't a lot of venues that would let us come in there. There wasn't a lot of exposure. There wasn't a lot of opportunities for us. And so some people said, you know, I'm going to do my thing, but I'm going to leave. I'm going to go to LA, I'm going to go to Atlanta, I'm going to go to New York, and I'm going to try to get on. And I even did a lot of that early on when I was trying to get started with the music. But I realized, you know, if you can't take Muhammad to the mountain, you got to bring the mountain to Muhammad, so to speak. And so I realized that, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stay right here in the town. I'm going to rep Kansas City and the Midwest. And instead of me having to go to New York to mess with Jay-Z or go out to California and do that whole thing, I'm going to just start bringing the artists to us. And then when I do that, I'm going to be able to open up for those artists because it's my show, and be able to take advantage of the fan base of an E40 or Too Short or Jack or Messy or whoever, and start putting the town on the map, you know. And so that's what it is. As far as projects, you know, I really don't want to let too much out the bag, but I've been down in Atlanta and bringing people here. So I got a project that I'm working on right now with the boy Bone Crusher, Mr. Never Scared. And he's coming back out and working on a project of his own with EMI Universal. And then he and I got a side project that we're working on. And I'm going to push that. You know, if it turns into something to where we have an opportunity to shop it to a major, then I will. But for real, I'm more excited to push it independently and push it underground, because that's really all I know. You know, I know underground. I know how to push stuff independently. So I think it's going to be big, and it's going to go from Atlanta to the Midwest, and then, you know, I have a lot of connections out in the Bay Area. So I'm pulling all my Bay Area artists, you know, in. So, you know, big shout out to my guy, to Jack. Big shout out to Messy Marv, Lee Majors, Burner, my boy Selsky, La Rue, all those guys out that Bay Area. You know, I don't want to forget anybody because I got so many partners out there. My dude DJ Quest, PK, a lot of the up and coming artists out there I mess with too. So my dude Joe Blow, and, you know, a few other those guys out there. We're gonna pull them all in on this project. We're gonna grab some artists from the South. Just came back off the road with Devin the Dude. Did 2 shows with Dev. Dev's coming back, and he's got a cameo. He's got an appearance on the project. So that's Houston, Texas in there. So we gonna try to put it all together and just see what we can come up with.
Woo! This man got a track record, y'all. I mean, he's getting it in, and we're going to be behind you all the way. So make sure y'all support him on that, y'all. And as you heard him, it's not, you don't always have to leave town to make it. So those that think that you have to go to California and to pursue your dreams, you can do it right here at home. It's just that you have to follow your dreams and pursue whatever you're trying to do and make the way for yourself. And I also want to touch that Kansas City is starting to come together, link together.
Absolutely.
And see, that's what we was missing.
That's right.
Your unity and coming together. And I like to touch bases on, what do you think the town is bringing? How do you think the town is transforming?
Man, I'm excited about the town,
Right.
you know, because I was here when, if you were a local artist, if you want to use the word local, if you was a local artist and you had a CD or mixtape or demo or whatever, and you tried to sell that to somebody, they'd look at you like you was crazy, you know, like, nah, I don't listen to no local music.
Right.
But at that time, we still supported California, we supported New York, we supported Texas, but we wasn't supporting each other. And so now it's coming full circle to where the town is supporting each other, you know what I mean? And it's what Rich the Factor's doing, it's what Tech Nine is doing, it's what Irv the Phenom is doing, it's what Ron is doing. It's what everybody, my dudes from No Leaks, everybody collectively now is what is making the town start to buzz. And if you really look at the other places that have gotten a buzz going or became hot and blew up, it was because there was a collective group of people. You know, if you look at Motown when Detroit was hot, it wasn't just Smokey Robinson. You know, it was Smokey Robinson, it was Diana Ross, it was Berry Gordy, it was everybody doing stuff. And the same thing with when, you know, California got on, the same thing with Atlanta, you know, Goody Mob messed with Outkast, Outkast messed with Dungeon Family messed with Sleepy Brown, and because of what everybody was doing is what made it happen. So now we've got a good amount of people who's pushing, shooting videos, doing interviews, taking advantage of the internet, throwing concerts in the studio, dropping albums, just doing it all. And so everybody together is what I'm excited about, because I guarantee you within this next year, other people now are going to start, you know, really looking. And people outside of where you're at, they're not going to respect you and give you that respect, or they're not going to look at you until the people where you're at respect you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to get on and generally somewhere else until you can at least get on where you're from. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about Kansas City. I'm real excited.
You know, the streets talk.
Oh yeah.
And I'm hearing you got a concert coming that involving Messy Marv.
Okay, yeah. Well, let me, you know what I'm saying, give you the exclusive. You know, it's definitely official. And, you know, it's rumors always swirling around Kansas City for some reason. It's probably, it's always rumors swirling around, but this is not a rumor. Messy Marv is coming. We got Messy coming. It's the first leg of his Wake and They Cook Game Up tour. I got it, you know what I'm saying? I was blessed to get that, so don't ask me how I got it. It just kind of happened that way. There's a little more to it than that, but it came to pass. So he's got an 18-city tour where he's going to be all around the nation, but he's starting it off in Kansas City. Right. And I think part of that is because when Messy Marv first really started, you know, getting this thing together as far as becoming a artist, you know, bigger than just where he was from out in the Bay, he came to Kansas City, you know what I'm saying? And Kansas City embraced him and supported him, and so this is where we're going to start the first leg of that tour off. But for those who don't know who Messy is, you know, everybody, you know, I can't assume everybody knows who he is. There might be a few people out there that don't know who he is, but, you know, Messy's one of the dopest underground artists. You know, I kind of call him like the Tech Nine of the hood, so to speak, because he's got like a cult following, you know what I'm saying? People that really just follow Mess, you know, they stay up on whatever he's got going on, be it a clothing line, be it music, be it some, you know, some underground DVD or whatever. They follow Mess like that. So he's coming here. We got the Wake and They Cook Game Up tour, and and he's messing with Kansas City. We're going to be at the Scottish Rite Temple right there on Linwood and Paseo, so it's dead in the hood.
Right.
But the police department is right next door.
Don't come out acting crazy, y'all.
Just in case.
Cuffed.
You know what I'm saying? The Messy's own word, he said leave your attitude in your purse. And he wasn't talking about female